Election Day is Tuesday, November 5th. Now is the time to make a plan. Whether you plan to vote absentee by mail, in person at your county auditor's office before Election Day, or at your polling place on November 5th, it's important you take steps now to make your plan at voterready.iowa.gov. Remember, Election Day is Tuesday, November 5th. Find more info at voterready.iowa.gov. This message is presented by the Iowa Secretary of State.
Welcome to an episode of Laugh With Me Shorts, a podcast with Jeremy Odem. I'm your host, J.O. The Shorts. Hey, if you're a listener of Laugh With Me, like a diehard, you've probably heard this before. But for those of you who are brand new to Laugh With Me, and there's many, you're going to enjoy this. This is basically the concept is, it's a small clip from an episode way back in the vault that, it was fun. Give it a try. A little sample, if you will. This is like something you'd find at the grocery store. Those people that are like, hey, try these Eggos. You maybe have never had this flavor of lavender Eggo before. Try it. Buy it. Special deal on it right now. We're the first to have it. It's one of them. It's a sample. This week's episode of the Laugh With Me Shorts was from the episode we had way back when, January 16th, as a matter of fact. It was with comedian Zach Peterson. He had a brand new special coming out just a week later called A List of Wet Celebrities. You have already watched it, or you've listened to it, and you've loved it, right? Okay, maybe you haven't. If you haven't, go find it. It's for free. It's on the YouTube, or you can stream it anywhere that you stream your music. A List of Wet Celebrities by Zach Peterson. But during our talk, when he was a guest on Laugh With Me, we talked about some of his favorite horror movies. He's a huge horror fan, and as I am as well. So, there you go. We're going to talk about that. It's very relevant being October. So we're going to give you just a taste of Laugh With Me. And if you loved our talk with Zach Peterson, go back and listen to the episode. It's not hard to find. It's actually titled Zach Peterson. So here we go. It's Laugh With Me Shorts, a podcast with Jeremy Odem with special guest Zach Peterson. Enjoy. You're a horror movie fan, right?
That's correct.
So would you say you're like someone that you're probably watching horror movies 12 months out of the year, right? Not just October?
Oh, yeah. The good ones, yeah.
Okay. So my brother, him and his wife, they're hardcore as well. They got married on Halloween, actually. So the wedding reception was a costume party. It was incredible.
That's a lot of fun. That's a ton of fun.
But my favorite thing to do is the beginning of October to ask him what I need to watch, like what horror movies are coming up that maybe I've missed, because I for so long I've been just the main ones, Nightmare, Friday the 13th, Halloween, all that, trying to get into more and more. Recently I've gotten into Terrifier.
That's one I've not watched yet.
Okay, man.
I hear great things.
Yes. There's two out now, and great movies. Oh, dang, I was hoping you'd seen them, because I was curious of what your thoughts were of the second one versus the first one. But so what horror movies, I guess, are kind of your go-tos?
Oh, my go-tos. If someone wants to watch a good horror movie, I like I think the reason I like horror movies and my favorite horror movies are the ones that can only be described as horror because they become so strange that they couldn't be anything else.
Okay.
Have you ever seen Mandy?
No, I have not seen that.
Nicolas Cage, Pantos Cosmatos. It's simply a revenge movie, but it is so strange and bizarre, and it can only be horror. It Follows. Have you seen that?
Yes, I have. Very good movie.
Yeah, I love It Follows. Yeah, that's another one.
I love it how goofy it is. Like the concept of it, yeah.
Yeah, there's not a lot to it, but it's just sort of this thing that it's like it's always coming because that dread is what's really scary.
Yeah.
It Comes at Night.
It comes. I think I watched that last year.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Other people don't, but I like it a lot. Fright Night, the old '80s vampire one.
Yep,
that's a fun one. Halloween 3.
I went back and rewatched Halloween's this past October, and I can't decide if I like that era of Halloween, or if I'm really enjoying the kind of superhero-ish way he is now in the newer ones.
Right. Well, with the Halloween 3, that's the Silver Shamrock one, where it's because originally the Halloween movies were supposed to be like an anthology of things that happened in Halloween on the same Halloween around the country. And the first two were the Michael Myers one, and the third one they changed stories to like these masks that are going to kill all the children. Yeah, and it's Halloween 3, but it has nothing to do with the other Halloweens.
So it's a standalone. That's amazing.
Yeah. I love that one. Rosemary's Baby, The Witch, the original Wicker Man, Trick or Treat. Yeah, that one.
While farmers work hard to grow the best crop, their Iowa Corn Checkoff investments are working to foster industry connections to help companies replace petroleum with corn. Additional research is finding even more uses for corn and discovering new ways and practices to help farmers get the most out of their crop. The Iowa Corn Checkoff, working hard for Iowa's corn farmers. Go to iowacorn.org to learn more.
It's like that's in every Halloween watch.
100%. It's a classic.
The one that got me into it was the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay.
I love that one. All the Evil Deads, besides for the Evil Dead Rises, I hated that.
Did you see Barbarian?
I saw Barbarian. I love Barbarian.
Yeah, fantastic movie. Didn't know where it was going, and I think that's what I love the most about it, because it was just kind of goofy, and then it just took us on a ride. Right.
Do you remember the sketch comedy group Whitest Kids You Know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they wrote and directed that.
No way.
I think Zach Krieger from Whitest Kids You Know wrote and directed Barbarian.
See, that's the kind of stuff that's there should be more of that. Like they're bringing that type of style and thought process and bring it to a whole new genre. Like it's so entertaining.
Right. I mean, and think about Jordan Peele with I mean, like Us and Nope and Get Out. All those, like that's another comedian doing horror better than anyone else.
Better than anybody. Yeah, he's at the top of the game immediately.
Right. But you think about it, it's sort of the same thing where you're manipulating people's emotions. You know, you want people to laugh or you want people to be terrified. You know, you just got to know which buttons to push.
I remember watching Us for the first time, and I remember thinking, this is one of like scariest horror movies / comedy movies I've watched just because it had my heart pumping. I didn't know what was going to happen.
Right. And it's such an interesting idea. And same thing with Nope. I just rewatched that. But yeah, I mean, he just like he has his own ideas and he puts them out there. I feel like there's so many movies that are just like genre films where like I just saw Thanksgiving, which was fine, but it was just Scream in Boston. You know, it's the same thing, but it's a fine movie, but it's nothing incredible.
Right. Yeah. You could say it's one of those movies where it's like, all right, I watched a new horror movie this year.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
That's awesome.
I mean, I love like Scream and like the Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. Like Nightmare on Elm Street 3 is my favorite one. But you watch them, you know exactly what you're going to get. You know what it's going to go like and everything, which is fun. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's not as exciting as, like you said, like, where is this going to go? No idea.
While farmers work hard to grow the best crop, their Iowa Corn Checkoff investments are working to foster industry connections to help companies replace petroleum with corn. Additional research is finding even more uses for corn and discovering new ways and practices to help farmers get the most out of their crop. The Iowa Corn Checkoff, working hard for Iowa's corn farmers. Go to iowacorn.org to learn more.